Hello guys, I am Abhrujitnath, the founder of Financeden. So without any further delay, let's unfold our first event of Financeden, which was hosted in Techno India Kolaghat.
So Financeden, what exactly it is? Financeden is a students' upcoming community where we are going to promote entrepreneurship so that they can enhance their soft skills so that they can better their future. So here you can see we have described in 4 points. Grow practically, showcase your skills, extracurriculum and network. In Grow practically, when you will work with startups, you can learn practical things by working on it practically. And here showcase your skills. In this, we are creating a platform where you will be able to showcase your skills so that you can build your portfolio for your future. Extracurriculum. So we are contributing it in an extracurriculum because it is beyond academics and you will get to know much more than academics. And networking. Obviously, as it's going to be a community, so you are going to get a mentorship network and a students network where you can create new friends and you can learn from yourself. Here you can see that so we are surveying these schools as we will work in accordance or partnership with other school authorities. So basically, currently we are only working with TIGPS Kolaghat, but in near future we will spread to other organizations in other schools which are local. And so we will work with the school authority in partnership. So how will it work? Once we create our students network in Discord from different schools, we will organize mentorship and teaching events and work in partnership with organizations like IIT Bombay and IIM Lucknow, etc. So currently we have partnered with IIT Bombay and IIM Lucknow, so they will statistically help us. And if we talk about resources, then we have talked with the Chennai-based district, that is static build. So they will help us through resources. And if you have any other doubts regarding this, you can ask me at the current moment. So is it clear?
Why don't you shift it to
Currently we are focusing Discord because it is much easier to create different channels, and here we can create also mix and different things which are not possible in Telegram. Okay, so how big the problem actually is? It is. So currently 75% of students face the same problem every year. So 3 out of 4 students face the same problem. And there was a survey done in 2019 by Saho, which is an Indian government platform of survey. And we think that this soft skills problem, which is currently happening in students' lives, can be solved by our solution, which is Financeden. So students who are satisfied with the current education system can even better develop their soft skills and build their portfolio. And students who are innovative can even discover other skills beyond academics and kickstart their project with our help. So yeah, this is all about Financeden, but I am quite sure that you all will have any kind of doubt regarding it. So please clear your doubt. Yeah, please.
basically what I want to ask is that after a feature idea, any platform or a feature idea, we all expect for some funding. So from where are you getting that?
So in upcoming time, we have a plan to organize a much bigger event, which will be an inter-school inter-school event where we will bring other angel investors and bit of few venture capitalists. And in that event, which we are going to conduct within 2 to 3 months, then you can get resources support, and between that you will get strategic support.
So you are telling that in near future we will have some investors who will be investing on this Financeden, and then we will be getting some sum of money as our backup support, right? So basically, excel money, what are your efforts to help a startup to build?
So yeah, in between this we will be organizing different mentorship events. So in between this, if you have any kind of doubt regarding your work with your startup or whatever your project, then you can clear your doubts there. And if you need any kind of other statistical help or any kind of feedback, then we can also organize any other solution with regard to you. And when you are talking about the funding, that others will invest us and then you will get some money from them. So it's not like that. So you will directly get money on your project. we are just working as a platform. We are not directly using it. Yeah, that's it. Anyone else? So is it clear to everyone? Okay, so now few students wanted to present their ideas and 5 things were created over it. So I will request one after one to come over there.
So yeah, this was the presentation I used for pitching. You can check it out here if it was hazy in the video. And even though students cleared their doubt, but if still they have any doubt, I hope that the doubts will be cleared in future by our actions. And now let's have a look at some of the startup ideas which was presented by the students.
First, good evening everyone. So, I am particularly glad to present here in such a platform where I am able to present my idea. I would like to thank all the Financeden members for giving us such a platform to present our idea. So, first of all, I am present here with the idea of automatic loan loss system. So, basically, one of the problems with us nowadays is that many of us are facing that we are getting robberies and thieves everywhere. Like, with the increasing thefts and robberies, security becoming a major concern. Like, the traditional key locks are very easy to crack as duplicate keys are easily available. So what I want to mean to say is that whenever you are locking a house and going outside, there's always a risk in your mind that someone may easily break the key. And there's also a risk of losing the key. And it is even much dangerous if the key falls on the hand of some wrong person. So with that innovation to tackle the problem, I have came up with this idea, which is the automatic door lock system. So basically, in this system, we have basically two modes for our Indian screen. One is the password mode, one is the RFID mode. So the password mode makes us of the keypad and the RFID mode. So basically what? In this project, we will be using a microcontroller which will be connected to a keypad module with the RFID sensor. So basically, in the password mode, a password will be entered to the keypad. Then, the password will be stored in the memory of the microcontroller. Whenever a new password is entered, then it will match with the old password, and then if the password matches, the door will open up. But if it fails, then the door will close. And for the RFID card, we all know the use of RFID. And for those who don't, I would like to share that RFID is nothing else but the system that is connected with the radio frequency identification. Like in many hotels, you can see when a card is given to every people and a sensor is added. Whenever you put a card in front of a room, then the door automatically opens. That is called RFID system. So for this, now in our system we will be inducing this RFID mode as this will help to intensify security. Now you will ask me, I know that many of you can ask that what happens if some system fails? For that, we have created this as a two-mode system. Like it is your choice whether you want the password mode or the RFID mode. Like if you forget the password, like it is a very common problem. We can forget our mobile phone password. So this is the most difficult one. So you can use the RFID. You can just have the card. But if you use the card, then you don't have the password. Right. So next you can see here the digital lock is very secure and increases the security level of the house. Now what are you mentioned here? Because first of all, already the problems I have mentioned is a real life problem. And when I am saying the digital level is secure, because we are inducing much more security level, which is even induce the security level of the house. Now, I would like to share some of our future conclusion and future perspective. Like in order to get maximum security, Arduino microcontroller has been used in the lock system. And the coding of the above mentioned automatic door lock system is successfully implemented and provides high protection. What they want to mean it by is that the prototype, we have already have a prototype of the system, and that is successfully worked. We have already checked that and in 100% security it worked. Now, although we are using this two different modules in this prototype, but as a future perspective, we already have some new ideas like we would be thinking of inducing fingerprint sensor, face recognition, and many other modules so that even if one module fails, the other module can be as a replacement to be used. So that's all about my project. I hope all of you are satisfied, and if you have any questions, you may ask.
Anyone?
Any question?
How will it work? Using the electricity or the batteries?
It's your option. Like we will be providing both battery and electrical system. Like if somebody is interested in doing electricity, then he may add that electrical thing. But for my recommendation is better to use battery because I don't know whether anybody is having an electrical line out of their house, right? That is a major concern. So we have used batteries in that product.
What if there is if the battery just finishes?
If the battery just finishes up, then
The lock will open.
no, the lock won't open because the servo or the here in the prototype we have been using a servo motor, but in the real life system it will remain closed. We need to put a new battery here. So either even if the battery finishes, the lock will never open, but it will remain closed.
How will I open?
Then you need to put a new battery of course because all facilities you cannot get.
How you want to
Yeah, like if you are asking the same question.
if I not entering the home, how I can make it better?
See, yeah, I like that question, but one thing. Like your question is right, and we will be thinking about that in much detail. But for now, like in every security, in every method, you need to have a drawback, right? Because as in the electrical system, you will be definitely using electrical power. For that, you need to use the battery. And as I mentioned, if you are concerned about it, then you can use electrical line, so that will be always working. And now you may also ask that if the electricity goes, then what I can do? Then again you have to put a battery investment. Yeah, but what I can say is that you will have a battery indicator. That what we will increase indicate the charge of the battery. Like so I don't think that it will be much concern. Or even if you're outside the home, you can buy a new battery and replace it.
So how much amount do you need at the initial payment to fund this project?
So basically, for funding this project, as I have typed a prototype, in the prototype I have individually induced the model. So for that I have been taking most probably about 1,000. But when it is mass produced, then the cost, I'm damn sure the cost will decrease to 500, not more than that.
Okay, and which country do you think that will be most successful in?
Basically, I have thought it about my own country because in our India, most of our laws are based on Thailand law. So that is a big problem because in America you can get such law, but then it is often costly. So our first target is India. Then we are also thinking of exporting into other countries.
And do you have any other marketing tactics for your product or something like that?
So our Bussiness marketing tactics would be based on the citizens who are facing this issue. Like we would be doing a polling, like who are facing this issue. Then we would be identifying the citizen or the area from where this issue is mostly comes. Then from there we can introduce the low cost of the price, the low price of this utility. And when the marketing will be more, or when the bot will be more, the online will slightly increase the price. As a result, we will be having profit as well as we can produce mass production.
So at this current stage, how many customers do you think that you are expecting from India?
Like from India, I will leave India from my own state or from my own district. I am expecting from my own district I'm expecting minimum 500 because this is a very common problem. Like it's an everyday problem, right? So all of us have stores at our home, and it is not such a high cost. 500 is manageable by every one of us.
If my memory is so good, then I am not using the password system. I am using the card system.
And we pardon this as
If my memory is so poor, I am not using the password system and I am using the card system. If somehow the system is not working, what can I do there standing in front of the door?
So what did you ask? I had mentioned that for this problem only we are using the two more systems. Like it's not that first you have to enter the password, then you can go to the card mode. Like it's not like that. We are having a switch given here. We indicate the RFID mode or password mode. If you go to the password mode, then you may enter the password. If you go to the RFID mode, you may just use the RFID card to open up the door.
No, I am telling that I can't remember the password. I forgot that.
Okay, so for that you have been given the RFID card, right? There is an option. With both the options only it will open up. With RFID card also the door will open. With password also the door will open. And for this issue, for tackling this issue, in future we are also using another scenario, the fingerprint sensor. Because that then I don't think any problem about that will happen. Because if finger open loss, right? And even if that happens, we will be also introducing face recognition.
Okay. Thank you everyone. Now I would like to request our next idea and please give a clap for them.
Morning everyone, we are here to pitch our startup idea. Good morning everyone, we are here to pitch our startup idea Enquiry, which deals with the very prevalent problem of gender inequality. Our startup is an e-tech platform which aims to solve the female unemployment gap.
Gender gap and female employment have been a problem now. The widespread of prejudice and stereotypes are spoiling the environment, and also this is distorting the mindset from the very childhood, which is also making the society creating a discriminatory mindset. So what I want to say is that the background of discrimination depends on prejudice and stereotypes which we have in our society about who tends to have the discrimination throughout in each and everything, who finds a what can I say, who finds something bad to judge someone. Next we have a discriminatory mindset. Each and every one of us in some places have a discriminatory mindset. So here comes when the people are growing from an age, they are taught to have a mindset of being like females are treated to be like that and males are treated to be like this. This is the mindset we are taught to live. From inborn we are taught like that to have that mindset. Next we have restricted opportunities and deprivation of the lifestyle. So as we know, there are we are taught that girls are like this, boys are like this, girls are restricted to this, whereas boys are not. So these are some things in our society which are spoiling and also creating damage to the girl's life where she can fix it.
This discriminatory mindset doesn't only lead to loss of dignity, but also leads to restriction of opportunities, which in the long term leads to deprivation of the girl's life standards.
To counter this problem, we have thought of building this website which provides the following solutions. The mindset of people is set like that it's very backward. Like we are trying to target the kids at the growth root of mindset is the major problem in such cases of discrimination. We will try to target kids at the grassroots level by counseling kids in school. Adults can also seek counseling for individual consultation. Data input like sex ratios of employees and different positions, survey data, wage gap between sexes in an organization can help identify gender bias. Workshops and seminars will be organized to aware the women about their facilities and schemes. We will provide low-cost educators for upgrading women skills such as communication skills and teaching skills.
Our startup idea features some practical, fathomable solutions to the most problems. For countering the problem with early mindset development, we plan on directly collaborating with schools. Counselors will be speaking with conviction to school students. Individual clients can also approach us for consultation. For example, youngsters can also approach us for counseling their parents. Officers wanting to eliminate workplace bias can take our help. As you can see, we've kept our website versatile with counselors serving various purposes. Skill development for women is a serious requirement for employment, looking at how they are provided with lesser resources. We plan on providing low-cost educators for teaching the indispensable skills of communication, confidence, etc.
This potential market lies on unemployment women who ask for help and improvement skills. This market also lies in offices, schools, or individual clients seeking to encounter this problem with a dynamic and progressive society that we are facing today. This market and this problem tends to have a huge market in the near future.
Basically, I like the idea very much, but what I wanted to ask and I find it issue is that suppose there's a workplace bias, right? So how are you going to resolve this? Would you counsel me? I'm having a workplace bias. Then would you counsel me or would you How are they accepting that?
Workplace bias is a different issue that, apart from counseling, the other issue we are facing is workplace bias. What happens is, if we can't deliberately go to employers who are having a discriminatory mindset for counseling this problem, then they need to seek counseling from a second-hand witness. But if an employer with a progressive mindset feels that his office has a workplace bias, dealing with many people is not very easy for them, and to eliminate the workplace bias, you can't really change the employees just to maintain the sex ratio, right? So what the employer can do is, he can give us the number of employees he has, right? The sex ratio, how many male and female employees he has, how many number of males get an increment in a year compared to how many women are getting increment, how many men are getting promotions, how many women are getting promotions, how many team leads are men, how many team leads are women, how the workplace environment, how the workplace comments are towards women, how the behavior, etiquettes and the acceptance towards women as a whole is. By this, we'll have, basically our website is completely manual, right? So with the submission of this data, these inputs, our surveyors would be surveying the entire cause and the analysis that has been provided by the employer, and thereafter we could tell them where they could improve, where they could include more women, how they could resolve this issue, what percentage of work bias they have in every sphere, and how they could work to eliminate that work bias in that sphere.
So basically, when you are talking about it, it comes to the organization who are running the office. It comes to them. But what I wanted to ask is, suppose I am a member, I am a worker of an office, and I feel that I am being discriminated. So would you also help me? Would you help me to tackle my problem?
See, here you have to understand one thing, that the counseling is for them who are not getting the manual. Like, what we do, as you said, workplace bias. So what should we do? Like, discrimination is seen everywhere. So there, what will we do? The person who is discriminating with me, I will inform, like, I will register in the website, I will inform this to the website, and from there we will counsel the person who is discriminating, not me who is getting discriminated. Because it's not my problem that I'm being discriminated, isn't it?
At the same time, you see in the solution also being included how our counselors, you already said that our counselors will be divided according to departments, which will be dealing with various causes. Right now, these are the causes that we're looking into. What happens is that if a person is being discriminated against, if I'm an experiencer of discrimination, or I'm a witness that a person I know, my acquaintance is being discriminated against, I can approach to the Equinon counselors to be telling you how to deal with the discrimination, be it you are the experiencer or the witness. Will tell you how you move forward, will tell you what tactics you could use to counter the problem in future. We can tell you what tactics you could have used in the past and what you can do to resolve what has already been done.
So basically, I understand you are providing counseling to those who are facing
Yeah. So we are providing two aspects in the website. One is a counselor, be it from experienced adults or for making women aware about the schemes they have, or even working with development of women. The second aspect, we are providing our educators who will be working for developing skills of women. Because see, in our society, we tend to have this biased mindset that if I have 7,000, I'll invest 5,000 on my son, I'll invest 2,000 on my daughter. Right? This is a very privileged mindset even now. So looking at how limited the resources and opportunities are for women, what tends to happen is they grow up to have lesser skills, given that they were provided with limited resources from the first. So that comes as a barrier in case of employment, because I as an employer can't really ask you to be, if you are a woman, I can't really recruit you if you are lacking the skills because I want to work on the sex ratio, right? So that is what the skill development aspect is, and the surveying will do the work this time.
Okay, thank you everyone. The idea was really good and I think that it is really necessary in this student society. So anyways, I would like to ask our next startup to come here.
We are from Standard 7B, and we have made a presentation about bringing certainty towards water resources in the villages. Our motto. In this initiative, we have made a group of 2 people regarding a project which we are going to work on bringing certainty towards water resources in the villages, basically to the indigenous farmers.
Agriculture in India. We know that in rural areas areas of India, agriculture is the main occupation. Whether it's urban or the rural agriculture, links everyone directly or indirectly to everyone.
Water crisis and its effects on the farmers. Water scarcity has a huge impact on the food production. Without water, people do not have the means of growing their crops and therefore to provide food for the fast-growing population. According to the International Water Management Institute, agriculture, which accounts for about 70% of the global water withdrawal, is constantly competing with the other fields such as the domestic, industrial, and the environmental uses for scarce water supply.
Process we are going to use is one such method is irrigation management. Irrigation is a method of transporting water to crops in order to maximize the most efficient way. This causes more water than necessary to be used or for there not to be enough water to ensure healthy crops. According to the World Bank, irrigation management works to upgrade this maintained irrigation system, such as groundwater irrigation that are already in place and expands the area of irrigation to increase the amount of crops being produced.
The modification which we have done to it. In this case, we are trying to provide individual farmers with private irrigation channels. It means if there is one farmer, then we will provide one particular channel to him. And if there are 10 farmers in one area, so we will provide 10 different channels to them, as we know that different crops require water at a different time and in different quantity. So it makes sense to support small private irrigation because millions of farmers and their families can benefit it and contribute to the national food security, officially recognizing and promoting.
Yeah, please continue.
Good afternoon, everyone. We cyber legends are going to present to you about the topic online gaming and social media addiction. Okay, so in the introduction, we all know that nowadays life without IT has become unimaginable. IT sectors have made advancements in every aspect of society, from banking to education, from entertainment to community. But we also know that if something is having some advantages, it will also have some disadvantages. The worst thing about IT is addiction towards online gaming and social media. Today, through this PPT, we are going to analyze the related problems and also discuss the ways in which we can solve them. So, about gaming and social media addiction, we all play games or scroll through social media pages. After doing so, we feel refreshed. Sometimes we spend hours playing games or scrolling through Instagram reels, but unknowingly we get addicted to these things. At first, let us know the definition of gaming and social media addiction. Gaming and social media addiction is a condition in which the victim emphasizes mainly on the same over every other thing, including their personal and educational needs. So, in this type of addiction, they only focus on the games and social media rather than focusing on their studies or co-curricular activities. So, now we are going to discuss about the number of people suffering and the age which is suffering the most. So, you can see that over 210 million people worldwide are suffering from social media addiction. Over 2 billion people play video games worldwide, and the number is likely to surpass 3 billion by 2020. Children from 8 to 18 years are mainly addicted to games, especially online games like Free Fire. Mostly pre-teens and teens are addicted to social media. So now we can see the graphical analysis. Like from the above figures, we can conclude that the number of gamers and the number of people using social media have increased mainly during the lockdown period. Like we can see in 2020 and 2021, the level of increase has increased from 2020 and 2021, the levels have increased. addicted to online games and social media suffer in the following ways. Their education gets hampered as they spend hours on online games and social media, as I have told before. They also become poor in co-curricular activities as they spend maximum time in their phones playing games or just spending their time or wasting their time in social media. Their health status also declines because their eyes gets damaged and they may become blind also as because the rays emitted from the phones are very much harmful for our eyes. Their mental health also declines. The excess using of mobile phones may also cause brain cancer and DNA alteration or damage may also happen. They become very ill-tempered and behave rudely with the one who tries to take their mobiles, computers, laptops, tablets, etc. away from them. This mainly happens that whenever their parents are trying to keep their phones away from them, at that time they become very ill-tempered and they behave rudely and fight with their parents. So where there is a will, there is a way. Every problem has a solution, so this one. The solutions for these problems are as follows. Some enhancements to be made by the app developers in their apps, like having age limit. On this basis, the screen time will be set. Like for example, we can say for age 8 to 10, the screen time will be of 30 minutes, and for age 11 to 18, the screen time will be of 1 hour. Having parental control, the app should send some reports to their parents about how much time their child is spending on the app. So by this, the reports will be sent to their parents so that they can supervise on their child activities and how much time they are spending on online games and social media. The addicted people should be given to read storybooks on any genre they like. They will also help to reduce addiction. Like if they read storybooks, then it will divert their mind from the phones and will also help to reduce the addiction.
Can you start with the previous slide once, the last one? So in this slide, why there is a will, there's a way. You have extended solution. But what I wanted to ask is how is your startup going to tackle this problem? How are you tackling it? What is your startup did in this problem?
What is your contribution?
Yeah, that's what I said.
We are contributing here because if we can spread this information among a large number of people, so they can also raise their voice against this, and also which will help to force the game developers to enhance some features in their games.
What is your role coming in? Where is your company or your startup's role coming in this whole process? Like,
we have to produce an app in which the parents who don't want to see that their childs are playing many and many times. They will vote in the app, and that will go to the app developers, and we expect that the app developer will change the thing in their game.
So, if you know that few months ago in China, a similar policy was launched by the China's government, and here also they set a time limit for the gaming purpose and also parental vision over it. So, do you want to create something like that?
I have a doubt.
Yes, we want to also create something like that because if we are creating like that, if we setting the time limit, then what will happen when the children are playing the games? At that time, when the time limit overs, at that time the application will automatically close, and that will help the child to reduce the damages that will occur in this way.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
You have to
See, the things they have written there on the second last slide.
yeah, that was good. The previous one.
Yeah, so the solutions you have given, it actually already exists, but they are getting addicted, so they are reinstalling the game and getting the another age. So what would you do on that?
We know that.
And nowadays, children are very modern and can uninstall your app in a in a moment. So
Yeah.
what will be your progress?
There are children there who do such things now. We are going to implement this again because there are many apps in which these are not implemented yet. In many apps these are not implemented. And yes, children uninstall the apps and again install them so that they can play. But for that reason,
Actually, the system is there in your phone, so it doesn't require to implement on the app. It is there in the phone setting that you can set the screen limit or the app limit, time limit.
it does not. We cannot say like that.
Even though the startup ideas were having a few drawbacks, but I must say that their presentation skills are really great as it is their first time to pitch a startup idea.
They are not tapped anymore. So how do you think that Financeden is going to help?
Do I get prizes for that?
You might get for that, but currently you have to give the answer. Yeah, Rishabh.
Yeah, basically, I would like to answer that what I feel about Financeden or why I have joined the group is that I want to present my ideas. I want my ideas or my beliefs on what I want a solution to be presented to a lot of people. So I find Financeden as a meetup, means as a medium between me and the people. So first of all, it is helping me to broadcast my ideas. Second of all, as you already mentioned that, and I expect that we will get a funding from Financeden, which will help us to increase our project levels and help us to build our own startup. And I keep this expectation from Financeden for future years as well.
I have a different answer. I have the answer in front of the screen that it will help me develop the soft skills and the real life experiences. Anyone else? Yeah, please.
I joined Financeden because I can showcase my interest and also I can also learn something from something new.
Thank you everyone. Yeah, please.
As Financeden made by students, so by seeing this, many students also will come and tell their ideas and many things also will improve.
Thanks. Everyone from that corner? Yeah, please.
I have also joined the Financeden because according to my lessons, that it is saying that it can give us the talent that we can move our how can we give our new ideas, how can we give. And as my I also have a dream that I can surprise the ideas because exact ideas there is no experience, and I like to join this because I am very thankful to you that you have joined my university.
Thank you. And the second question is, how do you feel that it is going to affect your academics? Anyone?
Perfect in a good way or in a bad?
In a bad way or in a bad way? In a good way. That's your perspective.
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
So, what do you think that it is going to affect your academics in a positive way or in a negative way? Please share it your views about it. Yeah.
I don't think it will affect our academics, but I think it will improve our co-curricular activities.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Yeah, please. Me.
So, we know everything about both good side and bad side. So, in case of Financeden, same numbers. So, for me, I guess if you want that you will be parallelly doing the academics as well as this, then it is a very good thing. But the priority should be academics, not extracurricular activity or Financeden. So, I think taking this to parallelly will be better than like focusing on Financeden.
Okay, anyone else? Yeah, Rishabh, please.
So, about Financeden you asked, and what I feel is that definitely I don't find a bad side for it, and because I have strong for it. Like in Financeden, we are getting to learn some co-curriculum activities as already mentioned. But with that, it is also helping us to know a career better. Like it's not just it's a childhood, right? It's a, in future we can build a career on it. Like building a startup will not be to just finish off, right? It's helping us to build a startup which can be a career in the future. Who knows? So definitely it's an investment on education. Like what you just need is just some time. Like and your idea can be flourished. Maybe someday you can be CEO of any company. Who knows? Right? So I definitely appreciate this idea.
Anyone else? Yeah, please.
I appreciate the Financeden and it's a nice startup. I appreciate it because it gives us new ideas and new things to learn. And we can take like this Elon Musk, or like I have been Mumbai, boy, a boy of 11 years old startup, and he now earns 4 crore business on the sales of the on sales. So it's a good startup for the entrepreneurship. From the childhood only we will give and train us to make some new business, new startup, and it's a good startup. Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, I think I am that in financial good way that we can explore ideas today. And because the bad way like this, that some students are like they have that they have joined the financial right, and they become an addiction. Become addiction. Some of them are like they are including their academic studies, and join for their own work they have to go to successfully. Yes, they can do if they go to succeed. And there is a chance will I think should be.
Yeah. So I will like to appreciate all of your views, and we will work upon it in future, and we will take that as feedback for our startup. And so now I would like to tell you about the game that we have played. So yep, we got different views from students regarding how it will help them and whether it will affect their academics or not. But the one that I liked the most was it has both positive side and negative side, and it should work accordance with the academics, and finance then should never be the priority because academics should be the first priority. And regarding this, the only comment I would like to do is that we started Finance Den as an extracurriculum activity. So academics is always the first priority, and Finance Den will also help in academics as it will help critical thinking skills and analytical thinking skills. So finally, we hope that it will help them to rise their academic skills. So few questions will be asked over the startup, and you have to give answer over that. So you have to give only one startup answer, which is the one you like the most. Okay, everyone?
Except
Yeah, please.
I think Research's automatic build-up system was the most practical one among all those.
Yeah, that's your personal views. I won't say anyone. I won't say anything to anyone. You have that option. Which one you like to choose, you can take over that. So the questions you have to give answer by tomorrow, if not by today. You can go to home, and you can also use your Google or anything. You can have data for this one. So the questions which are.
See, only 10 minutes left. Okay. We will discuss. So we finish with the deadlines.
So the 4 questions are: first one, why do you think that we are the best startup among the 4 which was presented? And what is your rating upon this startup? And you have to also give rating with other 4 startups. And one thing which you have to be sure that you are not giving the same rating to any of the other startups. Okay? You have to give different rating. Means if you are giving one 5 star, you have to give other 4.5 star or 4.2 star. But you cannot repeat the same rating. Means even if you have given one startup 5 star and second startup you cannot give 5 star. So yeah, that's the rule. And third question, which is the last question, a marketing tactic which is going to work according with you. So is it clear to everyone?
Repeat the question.
So the first question is that why you have choose this startup in case of any other startup. So you like it most. Second, you have to give rating to it, and the rating should not be similar with any of the other startup. And the third question, that have you written?
Rating to all the startups or just the one I usually know?
All the 4 startups, but the rating should not be same with any other one. And the last question, a marketing tactic which is going to work for that particular startup according. So yep, these were the questions of the game, and hopefully this kind of games will improve their analytical and design thinking skills. So let's see the views of some teachers of Techno India Group Public School over it.
Financeden is a very creative and out of the box idea, and it's a very new thing in India. So if someone is going to follow the website of Financeden, they will must know that what a entrepreneurship is. Also, they will get to know that how they will get the funding if they are just going to follow their passion, which is very much essential for nowadays world.
Everyone, this startup is very innovative. This will help students to explore the corporate world beyond academics. This is also going to help to develop their soft skill, and this will help them to learn extracurricular activities aside their academics. Thank you.
This startup is actually an extraordinary feat taken by the students. I would like to congratulate them for the same. This will not only boost their enthusiasm and develop their soft skill, but will also motivate their juniors to follow their footprints rather and enter into a tech savvy world, which is an urgent need of this era.
So at the last I would like to say is that in future we will carefully plan our operations such that it does not harm students' academics, and in future we will build a inter-school level healthy community in assistance of IIT Bombay and IIM Lucknow. Thank you.